Welcome back to DBTV, and on today's vlog, we're in the 2022 Maybach GLS, baby.
Switch it up now. I like it when you move your booty from the.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That is hilarious! Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. We'll do some more bouncing. Let's bounce! All right, boys and girls, today we find ourselves in a 2022 Maybach GLS. I just want to say firstly, thank you to Bentley of Sydney for lending us their Maybach that they got for sale. We picked this car up yesterday. You know, we tried the free ride, or AKA bounce, AKA AMG F1 porpoise mode. It is pretty funny, but obviously the main use of that function is to get, you know, if you're properly four-wheel driving, to get yourself out of a sticky position. But I'm sure lots of people in the city will probably be using it as a show-off mode. It is hilarious. If you're lucky to have one of these cars, you definitely got to do it. I'm really getting used to this. I feel like I'm riding a horse. I'm freaking out. All right. Oh shit. AMG porpoising, baby. Oh. Hamilton, Russell, Toto, fix it up. The vlog today, we're gonna be splitting it up between driving impression, which is what we're doing now, and then I'm gonna jump in the back seat. And really, I think this type of car to, you know, enjoy and appreciate, it is from the back seat. Peasant, get out of the way, peasant. Let's start off with the drive of this Maybach GLS. Obviously, before you jump in the car, you see, you know, the presence, the size of the car. It is obviously based on the GLS platform. Obviously, the Maybach is the ultimate luxury version that Mercedes has to offer. They probably hate being referenced to this, but it is their way of trying to do the German Rolls-Royce. Probably got to say, first impressions, it does a pretty damn good job of it. The ride quality is superb, and the ride, I think that took me by surprise. It's just how smooth it is. Yeah, ride quality, I mean, Rolls-Royce calls it loftability. It's not on that level of, you know, being on a cloud, but I think it's pretty close, and obviously against the other cars in its, you know, that it tries to compete at, you know, the Bentley and all, it does a very good job. So obviously the Maybach, this particular one has got the first class executive seat option. So it's only a 4-seater, but the rear seats recline to like as if you're in a business class, first class seating. There is the 5-seat option. You don't have the 7-seat option with the Maybachs, which you do in the GLS, which is the 3rd row. So when you get the 4-seater option, what are the features? I mean, this one, the V8 4-litre, it is a signature engine from Mercedes. It's obviously hasn't been tuned like the, you know, like the AMGs for max power or sound. It's obviously been tuned for maximum refinement, which it is. When you press that to have the sports button, wow, it does go, and it's got a bit of a soundtrack. It makes, I think, just under 600 horse. It's got sport, then you got the comfort, which is the default. Then you got a Maybach mode, which is somewhere in the middle, and obviously you got the off-road. But in standard comfort mode, it is very, very comfortable. Driving through the city, seeing how it is driving city traffic, because I suppose when you got the 4-seater option, most of the times you're probably, you know, going to business meetings or lunches, visiting your friends, and hopefully chauffeur driven. But the experience is still good at driving it. How's the balance between driving and sitting at the back? So far, I would probably say that it's probably more 40–50% you want to drive. I think really majority of it, 50–60%, you prefer to be in the back seat. Supreme Reader, oh, beautiful day. 23-inch, beautiful, chrome, wax on, wax off, close the door. All right, so we find ourselves now sitting in the back seat of the Maybach GLS. Very roomy, obviously, with the first class executive seat option. You get more leg room. It's obviously a lot more recline. Never experienced this type of seating in a car, to be honest. Driver, can you be a little bit more gentle on the throttle?
No problem.
Oh, wonderful. Wunderbar.
Anything for your comfort.
Yes, I'd like to introduce you to the driver up the front here, Mr. McDonald.
Hello everyone.
We've found him on the side of the road. He said, "Please sir, can I have some more?" More?
I need Maybach in my life.
This rear seat entertainment, something that we see in other cars. Same with you got the iPad here to control all your functions, massage, recline. Oh, control the ambient lighting. Ocean blue. Oh yeah. Sun yellow, jungle green. Okay, that's pretty interesting. This has got the full recline option where the front seats go forward, you know, the seats fully recline. Ah, hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, it's coming up. Damn. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? A few moments later. It's pretty cool. Can't imagine how it feels to be driven in this position. Not bad. Good size. Fridge, to be honest, me personally, I find the fridge is a bit of a wank factor because honestly, I don't know how many people actually would drink inside the car. And this particular one, the fridge option, the space it takes up in the boot is just ridiculous. It takes up a third of the space in the middle. Yeah, I personally not a fan of the option. Practicality, not good size. You got the massage function. They give you this cushion thing. It actually says Maybach, just in case you forget what car you're in. But as I mentioned, you know, sitting from the front, the nice ambient lighting. You get the ambient lighting up the top here, going across here, and obviously going, you know, continuing all the back. It's a very clean look. Yeah, it is a very refined, smooth car. And sitting at the back, it shows it's a very comfortable place to be in.
Yalla Habibi, is it turbo? Turbo?
Let's talk about the interior of the Maybach GLS. Obviously, platform is a standard GLS and Maybach has kind of added a bit of drag to kind of spruce it up a bit. Me personally, not a fan of the GLE GLS, the more rectangular vents. I had a GLC before. I did like the previous generation S-Class with the round vents. It gives it, I don't know, like a aeroplane kind of look. Whereas this one now, and also plus the handles, I mean, it's very rugged. No denying that it's a four-wheel drive. The dual screen's obviously standard across the Mercedes, except for the newer ones with the S-Class and the A-Class, where now they've kind of split it up. That's now looking even more like a Tesla. The wood that they've chosen on here, I think is a bit meh. I don't think this is befitting of a Maybach. It may be of like on a C-Class or maybe even an E, but not worthy of an S, let alone a Maybach. Interior is just nice, not wow. The infotainment, obviously, it's the MBUX. Now it's got touchscreen, so you can still use the mouse plus the touchscreen. I think the latest MBUX is now the amount of tech. It's getting a little bit too far. Maybe I'm getting old again, but I just find it's a bit busy. You know, you got two on the steering wheels now. You got two separate like mouses to control left side, right side. How about the stereo? So this one's got the Burmester 3D, which is the 25 speakers. How does it compete? I think it'd be up there in Rolls-Royce bespoke audio. I still prefer the Rolls-Royce one, but it's top notch. One of the cool features we have in the Maybach is these deployable side steps. I think what makes them so good, other than being actually usable in large size, is the fact that when you close the door, the side steps actually close fully, you know, and they're hidden. I think it's a very nice touch. But yeah, looking at the side profile, obviously you got the Maybach badge and the 23s, which you can't escape, you know, in the chrome finish. And it really sets off this car. There is this stereotype that big wheels means that it's not comfortable. I think people got to get past that. It is the engineers tuning the suspension to, you know, the wheel size. And I think the Maybach and the Mercedes engineers have done a great job on this one. Who is a Maybach buyer? Who would be buying a Maybach? I think there are some owners, for example, my parents, they love Mercedes. They appreciate the Rolls, but they would never buy a Rolls. I think there's that element of the badge. It is a conversation starter. Maybach, at the end of the day, to most people, it's a Mercedes. You know, it's the highest form of Mercedes in terms of luxury. So I think there are those, they want the reliability, say the brand of Mercedes, but they just want that little bit more. And I think that's where the Maybach covers it. All right, boys and girls, so what's my verdict on the Maybach GLS? I had some preconceived ideas, but here's my verdict. The pros, it is buttery smooth, but you'd expect so at $450,000. The way that this is spec'd with the executive seats, whether you're driving at the front or sitting at the back, it's a comfortable ride. But what are the cons? Not a fan of the looks, personally. The way that it's spec'd straight out of the factory with the chrome grille and the chrome lower grille and more chrome on the side. Yeah, so that's the cons for me, the looks. But if I was to spec it, I would probably just get the standard GLS63, black it out, and probably get the 5-seat, 7-seat option. But there are those that want the ultimate luxury from Mercedes-Benz, and for that, it's the Maybach. And for those that don't want the sedan, you want the extra height, being able to sit at the back and seeing the world and waving it up to all the peasants, that's why you have the Maybach GLS. That's the end for another vlog, and today with the Maybach GLS, I'd like to sign out by saying don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on notifications. Supreme Reader signing out. Despite all those cons, for 450 grand, the bounce mode is worth the money. Look at it. Actually being able to put your feet up like this, like properly, it's pretty cool.